Okay, so starting the coil is the hardest part, and if you got through that, and maybe you were saying to yourself, I wish I never took this class, but if you made it through that, it's smooth sailing from here on, I promise. So keeping my coil going around counterclockwise and my needles to my left, I've gone around the center 1.5 times, and now I'm running out of thread, so I'm going to show you how I change the thread. Since I'm going down in my stitch underneath and bringing it up through the center of the previous coil. Alright, I'll just do it one more time so you can see. And then pulling that tight. So you can see that thread is coming up through the center of the previous coil. I'm just going to pull my needle out. Okay. And then I'm going to rethread the needle. Should have got my thread ready before I started this video. So you just rethread the needle. Yeah. Wax makes it so hard to... It's sticky. It wants to stick to your fingers. Alright. Okay. Then I'm going to take that needle and I'm going to put it through the same hole that the thread is going through that I left off. Okay? So you're basically coming right up through where your thread is, that's a cutoff from the previous. And then I leave about as much thread hanging out the back of my basket bottom as is out in the front. Okay, and then I just take those two pieces and I just tie them in a simple knot on the back side of the coil. And I usually do it twice. And so now that's anchored on place, you're ready to start coiling again. Okay? You'll just take these loose ends, you can trim them a little if you want to, and you just treat them kind of like the needles and just wrap them in the coil, and then they'll be hidden inside the coil as you keep going on around now. Okay, so you just smooth them in place with the needles. I bring my needle down underneath through the previous coil, and then just keep going like I was before. Okay. At this stage you want your stitches fairly close together. Alright, so you can see how that's going to work. You'll just keep going around and tucking that loose ends in there.